You are a disgrace. I want you removed from this event immediately.
Nia Carter was about to watch 5 years of love get engaged to someone else. The worst part? Nia Carter designed the party where the betrayal would happen. Every white rose cost more than most people's rent, arranged exactly how Nia Carter planned 6 months ago. The lighting, soft amber transitioning to cool blue, came from Nia Carter's mood boards. The guest flow through 3 connected terraces followed Nia Carter's spatial concept down to the last foot of clearance. Marcus Reed would deliver the speech Nia Carter wrote at 2 in the morning. Nia Carter's invitation read, "Assistant," in small gray font. Guests filled the Buckhead mansion. Investors, developers, people whose names appeared on buildings. Nia Carter recognized faces from meetings Nia Carter arranged but wasn't allowed to attend. Marcus Reed said clients preferred working directly with leadership. Marcus Reed said Nia Carter's presence made negotiations complicated. Marcus Reed said this temporary adjustment would lead to permanent partnership. 5 years of temporary adjustments. Nia Carter smoothed the black dress borrowed from a clearance rack and moved toward the back wall as someone announced Marcus Reed's entrance. Applause erupted. Marcus Reed took the stage in a custom navy suit Nia Carter helped select. Confident, charismatic, holding champagne like a man who built empires instead of a man who stole blueprints from the woman standing 30 feet away. Thank you all for celebrating this milestone with me. Nia Carter's throat tightened. Marcus Reed gestured toward architectural renderings displayed on screens. This project represents vision, risk, and execution. Some people contribute, others create legacy. Laughter rippled through the crowd. Nia Carter felt cold. Tonight isn't just about business. Marcus Reed's smile widened as someone walked onto the stage. Danielle Moore, the same woman who cried on Nia Carter's couch 3 months ago about loneliness. The same woman who borrowed Nia Carter's dresses and asked Nia Carter for advice about keeping men interested. The same woman now wearing a diamond that caught every light Nia Carter positioned. I'm thrilled to announce our engagement. The room exploded with congratulations. Nia Carter stopped breathing. Danielle Moore wrapped both arms around Marcus Reed and kissed Marcus Reed slowly, deliberately, performing affection for an audience that ate every second. When Danielle Moore pulled back, Danielle Moore scanned the crowd until Danielle Moore's eyes landed directly on Nia Carter. Danielle Moore mouthed 2 words across the distance. Thank you. Nia Carter's hands shook. Marcus Reed continued talking. Danielle brings vision I frankly didn't see before. Some people work hard but think small. Danielle understands scale. More laughter. Nia Carter moved forward through the crowd. People shifted without looking. Nia Carter reached the center aisle leading to the stage. 2 security guards stepped into position. Ma'am, this area is restricted. I need to speak with Marcus Reed. The guard's expression didn't change. The event is invitation only for guests. I have an invitation. For viewing areas only. Nia Carter looked past the guards toward the stage where Marcus Reed stood holding Danielle Moore's waist. Marcus Reed glanced down. For 1 second, Marcus Reed's eyes met Nia Carter's eyes. Marcus Reed looked away. Marcus Reed leaned toward the microphone. Some people struggle with boundaries. It's unfortunate but understandable. Guests turned. Phones appeared. The guard touched Nia Carter's elbow. Ma'am, we need you to leave. This is my work. Every detail here came from. Ma'am. 2 guards now. 1 on each side. Nia Carter felt herself guided backward through the crowd. Faces blurred. Whispers followed. The elevator doors closed on a party Nia Carter built entirely from stolen labor. Outside, Atlanta's October air cut through the borrowed dress. Nia Carter's phone buzzed. 1 message from Marcus Reed. Stop embarrassing yourself. You were never enough. You should have known your place. Nia Carter stood on the sidewalk while luxury cars pulled away from valet. Above, through floor-to-ceiling windows, Marcus Reed and Danielle Moore kissed again for guests holding champagne glasses and admiring vision that never belonged to Marcus Reed. Nia Carter walked. The joint account Nia Carter trusted showed $0 by morning. If you've ever felt invisible while someone else took credit for your work, drop a comment and let me know. Hit that like button if this story touched something in you. And subscribe to Tales by Wave, because some stories need to be told. Nia Carter saved a life 2 weeks after losing everything. The crash happened on Peachtree Street just after midnight. Nia Carter was walking nowhere in particular when metal screamed against asphalt. A black SUV spun sideways, flipped once, and slammed into a light post. Smoke poured from the engine. Nia Carter ran before thinking. The driver's door was jammed. Nia Carter pulled until glass cut through borrowed gloves. Inside, a man slumped against the steering wheel. Blood ran from a gash above the man's eye. Expensive watch shattered across the man's wrist. The man's suit cost more than Nia Carter earned in 6 months. "Can you hear me?" The man's eyes opened slightly. Dark. Focused despite the blood. The man spoke in Korean first, then switched to English with an accent that didn't soften. "Move back. The car might explode." "Then move back." Nia Carter grabbed the man's arm and pulled. The man was heavier than Nia Carter expected but moved with Nia Carter's effort. Nia Carter dragged the man 15 feet from the wreckage before flames burst from under the hood. Sirens approached. The man stayed conscious, watching Nia Carter with an intensity that felt like assessment. The man didn't thank Nia Carter. The man studied Nia Carter's face like memorizing evidence. Paramedics arrived. Police. Fire trucks. Nia Carter stepped back as professionals took over. The man refused the stretcher initially, speaking rapid Korean into a phone that appeared from nowhere. Within minutes, 3 more vehicles arrived. Not police. Private security in black suits forming a perimeter around the scene. One guard approached Nia Carter. "Min Jae Kong wants you to have this." The guard handed Nia Carter a business card. Heavy stock. Embossed text. No title. Just a name and a phone number. The guard leaned closer. Min Jae Kong remembers faces. Before Nia Carter could respond, the guard returned to the perimeter. Min Jae Kong was loaded into a private vehicle, still watching Nia Carter through tinted windows as the car pulled away. Nia Carter walked home to an apartment that wouldn't be home much longer. The eviction notice was taped to the door. Inside, Nia Carter opened the banking app Marcus Reed convinced Nia Carter to trust. Joint account balance, $0. 17 missed calls from the landlord. 4 emails from former clients CCing Marcus Reed. 1 voice message from Danielle Moore. "Nia, babe, I know this is awkward, but Marcus and I are worried. People are saying you're unstable. Maybe take some time away from Atlanta? Fresh start somewhere smaller might help." Nia Carter deleted the message. Nia Carter looked at the business card on the counter. 2 weeks later, a formal invitation arrived by courier. Private dinner. Midtown. Tomorrow evening. Min Jae Kong requests your presence. Min Jae Kong proposed marriage before dessert arrived. The restaurant was Korean, exclusive, tucked into a midtown building most people walked past without noticing. No visible guards at the entrance. Every guard present. Nia Carter sat across from the man Nia Carter pulled from a burning vehicle. Min Jae Kong looked different without blood on Min Jae Kang's face. Controlled. Precise. The kind of man who made decisions other people lived with permanently. "Thank you for saving my life." Nia Carter set down the tea. Anyone would have done the same. No, most people would have filmed it. Min Jae Kong slid an envelope across the table. Thick. Heavy. Compensation for your trouble. Nia Carter didn't touch the envelope. "I don't want money." "Then what do you want?" The question hung between them. Nia Carter wanted the last 5 years back. Nia Carter wanted Marcus Reed to choke on every lie. Nia Carter wanted Danielle Moore to understand what stealing actually cost. Nia Carter wanted to stop feeling useless. "Nothing you can give me." Min Jae Kong studied Nia Carter the same way Min Jae Kong did at the crash site. Like Nia Carter was a problem requiring specific solutions. "I know everything, Nia Carter." Marcus Reed. Danielle Moore. The stolen work. The joint account. The eviction. The destroyed reputation. Nia Carter's chest tightened. "How? I make it my business to know who saves my life." Min Jae Kong poured more tea without breaking eye contact. "Marcus Reed is my nephew." The restaurant disappeared. Nia Carter heard the words but couldn't process the words. Marcus Reed's uncle. The man Nia Carter saved was family to the man who destroyed Nia Carter completely. "I should leave. You should listen." Min Jae Kang's voice didn't rise. Didn't need to. "Marcus Reed believes he won. Marcus Reed is preparing to inherit my holdings when I retire. Properties. Investments. Connections that built fortunes before Marcus Reed learned to walk. Nia Carter stayed frozen. Marry me. The words landed like physics breaking. What? Marry me. Not for love. Not for romance. For what comes after. Min Jae Kong leaned forward slightly. Marriage to me disrupts every plan Marcus Reed made. Marriage to me protects you legally, financially, socially. Marriage to me gives you power Marcus Reed cannot touch, cannot steal, cannot erase. Why would you do this? Because I owe you my life. Because Marcus Reed embarrassed my family by discarding someone valuable. Because I despise waste. Nia Carter's hands shook around the teacup. This is insane. This is strategic. Min Jae Kong reached into Min Jae Kang's jacket and placed something else on the table. A photograph. Old. Faded. A woman Nia Carter almost recognized. Your mother. Renee Carter. Nia Carter grabbed the photo. How do you have this? That story comes later. First, you decide. Min Jae Kong stood, leaving the envelope and the photograph on the table. You have 48 hours. If you agree, a car will arrive Monday morning. If you refuse, I respect your choice. Either way, Marcus Reed never learns we spoke. Min Jae Kong walked toward the exit, then paused. Nia Carter. Powerlessness is temporary, but only if you choose to end it. The door closed. Nia Carter sat alone with an envelope full of money Nia Carter didn't want and a photograph of a mother Nia Carter barely remembered. Monday morning, Nia Carter stood outside the apartment wearing the only dress that still fit. A black car pulled up exactly at 9. Chapter 4. The Ghost. Word count. 350. Nia Carter became invisible the moment Marcus Reed decided Nia Carter no longer mattered. The wedding happened in silence. No announcements. No social media. Just legal documents signed in a private office with Korean elders who asked no questions and offered quiet approval. Min Jae Kong placed a simple platinum band on Nia Carter's finger and said 3 words. You're protected now. Nia Carter moved into a penthouse Nia Carter didn't realize Min Jae Kong owned. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Atlanta. Space that cost more per month than Nia Carter earned in a year with Marcus Reed. But outside those walls, Nia Carter was still a ghost. Freelance design inquiries came back with polite rejections. We've decided to go another direction. Clients who promised callbacks never called. Word traveled fast in Atlanta's design community. Nia Carter was unstable, difficult, someone who burned bridges. Marcus Reed made sure everyone knew. Instagram became a gallery of Nia Carter's stolen life. Marcus Reed and Danielle Moore in Turks and Caicos. Danielle Moore wearing clothes Nia Carter recognized from shopping trips Nia Carter paid for. Captions about cutting toxic people and choosing peace. Marcus Reed posted a quote over a sunset photo. Sometimes you have to remove dead weight to fly higher. 3,000 likes. Then came Lenox Square on a Saturday afternoon. Nia Carter was leaving a coffee shop when Danielle Moore's voice cut through the mall noise. Oh my God. Nia. Danielle Moore rushed over, arms extended like greeting an old friend. Marcus Reed followed, hand in Danielle Moore's back pocket. Marcus Reed's aunt and 2 cousins trailed behind carrying designer shopping bags. Nia, sweetie, are you okay? You look so tired. Nia Carter said nothing. Marcus Reed smiled. Concerned. Practiced. We've been worried about you. This obsession isn't healthy. The aunt stepped closer, voice dripping with false sympathy. Honey, Marcus tried his best. Some women just aren't built for his level of success. Danielle Moore held up her left hand, diamond-catching mall lighting. Marcus had this custom made. He said he never felt truly inspired before now. Marcus Reed kissed Danielle Moore's temple, eyes locked on Nia Carter. We're having family dinner next weekend. You should come. Seriously. We want you to see we've moved on. Maybe it'll help you do the same. The cousin laughed. Yeah, closure and stuff. Nia Carter felt the platinum band hidden under Nia Carter's glove. What time? Marcus Reed blinked, surprised. Saturday. 7. You remember where the family estate is? I remember everything. Nia Carter walked away before Marcus Reed could respond. Across the food court, a Korean man in a black suit lowered his phone. The man had been recording the entire exchange. Nia Carter's phone buzzed. Text from Min Jae Kong. You don't have to endure this. Nia Carter typed back, not yet. Let them think they've won. Nia Carter walked into hell wearing a smile nobody could read. The Reed family estate sat in Buckhead like old money pretending to be older. Nia Carter had been here dozens of times, cooking for Marcus Reed's family events, setting tables, cleaning up while Marcus Reed's relatives talked over Nia Carter like furniture. Tonight, Nia Carter was invited as entertainment. Marcus Reed opened the door. You actually came. Wow, that's growth. Danielle Moore appeared behind Marcus Reed, wearing a dress Nia Carter bought on a credit card Marcus Reed later maxed out. Nia, we're so glad you're here. Healing starts with facing reality, right? Inside, the dining room table stretched long and formal. Marcus Reed's father sat at the head. The aunt who called Nia Carter unworthy occupied the right side with two cousins. Danielle Moore's parents smiled awkwardly from across the table. Nia Carter was seated at the far end. Separate, distant. Dinner started with wine Nia Carter wasn't offered. Marcus Reed's father cleared his throat. Nia, Marcus tells us you're trying to rebuild. That's admirable. What are your plans? I'm exploring options. The aunt laughed. She's been exploring for months, apparently. Marcus Reed cut into steak. I tried to help her network, but Nia burned bridges. Got too emotional with clients. People talk. Danielle Moore touched Marcus Reed's arm. Baby, don't. She's trying. The cousin smirked. It's okay to not be ambitious. Some people are just supporters. Nia Carter ate slowly, stayed silent. Marcus Reed leaned back, confident. Honestly, Nia, maybe Atlanta isn't your speed anymore. Have you thought about moving somewhere smaller? Less competitive? Danielle Moore nodded enthusiastically. Like a fresh start. Somewhere you don't have to compare yourself to. Danielle Moore gestured around the table. You know, success. The aunt raised her glass. To realistic expectations. Laughter followed. Then Danielle Moore stood, walked behind Marcus Reed's chair, and wrapped both arms around Marcus Reed's shoulders. Danielle Moore kissed Marcus Reed's neck slowly, deliberately, eyes cutting toward Nia Carter. Baby, Danielle Moore whispered loud enough for the table to hear, can we leave early? I've been thinking about you all day. Danielle Moore bit Marcus Reed's ear. Marcus Reed grinned, hand sliding up Danielle Moore's thigh. Yeah? I need you. Now. The parents looked uncomfortable. The cousins watched like this was expected. Marcus Reed pulled Danielle Moore onto Marcus Reed's lap, kissing Danielle Moore with exaggerated passion. Marcus Reed broke the kiss, looking directly at Nia Carter. Sorry, everyone. When the chemistry's this strong. Danielle Moore stood, adjusting her dress. Danielle Moore walked past Nia Carter's chair and stopped. You understand, right, Nia? When you have real chemistry, you just can't help yourself. Some women have it, some don't. Danielle Moore squeezed Nia Carter's shoulder. Marcus Reed threw cash on the table for the staff. Finish without us. Nia, stay as long as you want. Eat well. You look like you need it. Marcus Reed and Danielle Moore left, hands all over each other, laughing. The aunt sipped wine. That's what passion looks like, dear. Some people inspire it. Others, well. Nia Carter set down her fork. Thank you for dinner. Nia Carter stood, grabbed her coat, and walked out while Marcus Reed's family whispered about pity and delusion. Outside, Nia Carter's phone buzzed. Min Jae Kong. My car is waiting. Come home. Nia Carter slid into the black sedan. The driver said nothing. 20 minutes later, Nia Carter entered the penthouse. Min Jae Kong stood by the window, back turned. You stayed longer than necessary. I wanted to see how far they'd go. Min Jae Kong turned. And now you know. Now I know. Min Jae Kong crossed the room slowly. You don't have to endure this anymore. When do we move? Soon. But first, Min Jae Kong stopped inches from Nia Carter. You need to stop pretending their words don't cut. I'm fine. You're shaking. Nia Carter looked down, hands trembling. Min Jae Kong reached out, steadying Nia Carter's hands with Min Jae Kang's own. Let them think they won. But stop believing them. Min Jae Kong touched Nia Carter like someone who understood exactly how much damage hands could cause, and chose gentleness anyway. 3 days after the family dinner, Min Jae Kong invited Nia Carter to Min Jae Kang's private office. Floor 62. Glass walls overlooking Atlanta like the city existed for Min Jae Kang's approval alone. Architectural plans covered the conference table. A mixed-use development, luxury condos, retail space, public art installations. I want your input. Nia Carter stared at the blueprints. Why? Because you see spaces differently. You understand how people move, what they need, what makes them stay. Marcus Reed said. Marcus Reed is a thief with a good haircut. I'm asking what you see. Nia Carter's fingers traced the plans. Wrong flow in the lobby. Wasted light in the common areas. The retail section felt disconnected from residential entry points. Nia Carter started talking. Min Jae Kong listened without interrupting. Took notes. Asked questions that proved Min Jae Kong actually cared about answers. 2 hours passed. This is good work, Nia Carter. It's just ideas. Ideas are the only thing that matter. Min Jae Kong rolled up the plans. I want you to redesign the entire project. Your name, your vision, your terms. I enforce. You create. Nia Carter stepped back. I can't. Why? Because the last time I trusted someone with my work. I am not Marcus Reed. The words cut through every excuse. Your signature on every document. Your name on every presentation. Full creative control. Anyone who tries to steal credit answers to me. Personally. Nia Carter felt something crack inside. Not breaking. Opening. I need time. Take what you need. Midnight came. Nia Carter was still at the conference table, sketching revisions on translucent paper. Min Jae Kong returned with coffee and food Nia Carter didn't ask for but needed. Min Jae Kong stood behind Nia Carter, watching the designs take shape. You're shaking again. I'm angry. Good. Use it. Min Jae Kang's hand settled on Nia Carter's waist. Light pressure. A question, not a demand. Nia Carter didn't move away. Min Jae Kong leaned closer, breath warm against Nia Carter's ear. You're brilliant. Marcus Reed knew it. That's why Marcus Reed had to destroy you before you realized your own value. Nia Carter turned. Min Jae Kang's face was inches away. Dark eyes that saw too much and gave away nothing. Min Jae Kong. Say my name again. Min Jae. The kiss was slow, controlled, deliberate. Min Jae Kang's hands framed Nia Carter's face like something worth protecting. No performance. No audience. Just two people who understood what it meant to be underestimated. Min Jae Kong pulled back first. When you're ready. Not before. What if I'm ready now? Then I'd say you've had a long day and deserve better than a conference room. Min Jae Kong stepped away, giving Nia Carter space to breathe. Go home. Rest. Tomorrow, we start building something they can't touch. Nia Carter gathered the sketches. At the door, Nia Carter stopped. Min Jae. Why me? Really? Min Jae Kong picked up a framed photograph from the desk. The same image from the restaurant. Renee Carter. Young. Smiling. Because I owe your mother my life. And because you remind me that debts aren't always paid with money. Min Jae Kong set the photo down. Some debts require kingdoms. Marcus Reed showed up desperate, and desperation made Marcus Reed dangerous. Nia Carter was leaving a coffee shop on Ponce when Marcus Reed's car pulled up fast. Marcus Reed jumped out, no Danielle Moore in sight, hair uncombed, shirt wrinkled. We need to talk. Now. We have nothing to discuss. Marcus Reed blocked Nia Carter's path. Investors pulled out overnight. All of them. Permits got delayed. Banks are asking questions. What did you do? I did nothing. Liar. Marcus Reed grabbed Nia Carter's arm. You're sabotaging me. You vindictive. A hand caught Marcus Reed's wrist before Marcus Reed could finish. Min Jae Kong appeared like gravity shifting. Min Jae Kong twisted Marcus Reed's arm just enough to force Marcus Reed back 3 steps. Touch her again. See what happens. Marcus Reed recognized Min Jae Kong instantly. Uncle? What are you? Why are you? Leave. This is between me and. Leave. Now. Marcus Reed looked between Min Jae Kong and Nia Carter, confusion turning into suspicion. What is this? You two know each other? Min Jae Kong said nothing. Just stared until Marcus Reed stumbled backward into Marcus Reed's car and drove away, tires screeching. Nia Carter exhaled. You didn't have to. Yes, I did. Min Jae Kang's jaw was tight. Controlled rage barely leashed. Come with me. They drove to a construction site on Atlanta's west side. Abandoned warehouse conversion. Future mixed-use space. The place Nia Carter redesigned completely. Inside, dust covered everything except the blueprints spread across makeshift tables. Min Jae Kong locked the door behind them. Marcus Reed threatened you. He's scared. He should be terrified. Min Jae Kong turned, and for the first time, Nia Carter saw Min Jae Kang's control slip. Min Jae Kong crossed the space in 3 steps, hands cupping Nia Carter's face. You don't have to handle him anymore. You don't have to be polite. You don't have to shrink. Min Jae, you're mine now. He doesn't touch you. He doesn't speak to you. He doesn't breathe your air. The possessiveness should have felt wrong. Instead, it felt like the first safe thing in 5 years. Nia Carter grabbed Min Jae Kang's shirt, pulled Min Jae Kong closer. Then stop talking and prove it. Min Jae Kong kissed Nia Carter against the warehouse wall. Not gentle this time. Hungry. Claiming. Hands everywhere. Nia Carter's back against cold brick. Min Jae Kang's body shielding Nia Carter from everything that ever tried to break Nia Carter. Min Jae Kang's mouth moved to Nia Carter's neck. Say you're mine. I'm yours. Say it again. I'm yours, Min Jae. Min Jae Kong lifted Nia Carter, and Nia Carter wrapped legs around Min Jae Kang's waist. The world narrowed to breath and touch and the feeling of being wanted, not for what Nia Carter could give, but for who Nia Carter was. Later, sitting on the floor surrounded by blueprints, Min Jae Kong held Nia Carter against Min Jae Kang's chest. Marcus Reed will come for you again. Let him. He'll try harder. Meaner. Nia Carter looked up. Good. Let him destroy himself trying. Min Jae Kong kissed Nia Carter's forehead. Tomorrow, federal agents will interview Marcus Reed about financial irregularities in his development projects. They'll find discrepancies, forged documents, money laundering. Did you? I simply made sure the right people looked at what was already there. Marcus Reed built his empire on fraud. I just removed the curtain. Nia Carter smiled. First real smile in months. What happens next? We wait. We build. And when Marcus Reed's world collapses completely, you'll be standing on top of everything he tried to steal. Nia Carter learned the truth in a locked room where secrets went to die. Min Jae Kong led Nia Carter through the penthouse to a door Nia Carter never noticed before. Biometric lock. Steel reinforced. Inside, filing cabinets lined walls like a private archive of everyone who ever crossed Min Jae Kong. I need to show you something. It will hurt. Min Jae Kong pulled a folder marked 1994. Los Angeles. Photographs spilled across the table. A younger woman. Beautiful. Defiant. Renee Carter, Nia Carter's mother, before time and distance made Renee Carter a ghost. Your mother saved my life twice. Nia Carter's hands trembled holding the photos. Min Jae Kong spread documents across the table. Police reports. Intercepted communications. Witness statements that disappeared from official records. 1994. I ordered a hit in Los Angeles. Business dispute. The order was intercepted. Evidence leaked to federal investigators. The leak came from someone inside my organization. Min Jae Kong pointed to a report with Renee Carter's name highlighted. Your mother. She worked logistics for a shipping company I controlled. She found the evidence. She leaked it to stop a murder. Nia Carter couldn't breathe. I should have killed her. Protocol demanded it. But before I could decide, a warehouse fire broke out in Carson. I was trapped inside. Your mother pulled me out. Disappeared before I could thank her or question her. Min Jae Kong opened another file. Newspaper clippings. Missing person reports that led nowhere. Renee Carter vanished to protect someone. I spent decades searching. Private investigators. Federal contacts. Nothing. Min Jae Kong looked at Nia Carter directly. Then you pulled me from a burning car. Your name triggered old case files. Your face matched photographs I'd memorized. I had to be certain. You knew who I was? Not until after the accident. The marriage started as debt. Became something else. Nia Carter stood, backing away. So this entire thing, Marcus Reed losing everything, this was about my mother? No. This is about honoring someone who saved my life by protecting the daughter she hid. You're not charity, Nia Carter. You're completion of a promise I made to a woman who showed mercy when mercy made no sense. Where is she? My mother? Alive. Protected. She'll only surface when it's completely safe. Safe from who? Min Jae Kong closed the files. From people who still want her dead. From people who'd use you to find her. From Marcus Reed, who doesn't know this connection exists. Nia Carter processed everything. The marriage, the protection, the revenge. When Marcus Reed finds out, he'll understand exactly how completely he lost. Min Jae Kang's phone buzzed. Min Jae Kang read the message and smiled, cold, satisfied. Marcus Reed and Danielle Moore just received invitations to their engagement party. Public, extravagant, every investor, every client, every person who matters. Min Jae Kang handed Nia Carter an identical invitation. You're invited as my guest. VIP section. They won't know you're coming. Nia Carter walked into Marcus Reed's engagement party wearing power like a second skin. The rooftop venue overlooked Atlanta's skyline. The same design concept Marcus Reed stole from Nia Carter 8 months ago. White florals, soft amber lighting transitioning to cool blue. Every detail Nia Carter created, now branded as Marcus Reed's vision. Nia Carter arrived alone. Simple black dress. No jewelry except the platinum wedding band hidden under a black glove. Hair pulled back. Makeup minimal. Marcus Reed saw Nia Carter immediately. Marcus Reed's face went red. Who the hell invited you? Danielle Moore appeared beside Marcus Reed, champagne in hand, smile frozen. Marcus, don't. She's not worth the energy. Guests turned, sensing confrontation. Marcus Reed approached Nia Carter. This is pathetic. You need to leave. I was invited. By who? Nia Carter said nothing. Danielle Moore laughed, loud enough for nearby guests to hear. Let her stay, baby. Let her see what winning actually looks like. Marcus Reed relaxed, convinced. Yeah, you're right. The party continued. Danielle Moore took the microphone on stage. Thank you all for celebrating with us tonight. This party wouldn't be possible without so many people who helped us get here. Danielle Moore clicked a remote. Photos appeared on screens surrounding the venue. Marcus Reed and Danielle Moore at construction sites. At investor meetings. At design reviews. Then came photos labeled, "Special Thanks." Nia Carter's face appeared. Caption underneath, Nia Carter, former assistant. Laughter rippled through the crowd. Some people contribute in small ways. We appreciate everyone's efforts, no matter how minor. Marcus Reed took the microphone, grinning. Honestly, some people mistake proximity for partnership. They think being in the room means they built the room. More laughter. Marcus Reed locked eyes with Nia Carter. But real visionaries know the difference between labor and leadership. The guests applauded. Then the rooftop doors opened. Min Jae Kang entered. 6 guards in black suits formed a perimeter. The room went silent. Every developer, investor, and business owner recognized Min Jae Kang instantly. Some stood. Others froze. Min Jae Kang walked directly to Nia Carter. Min Jae Kang removed Nia Carter's glove slowly, revealing the platinum wedding band that caught every light Nia Carter designed. Min Jae Kang raised Nia Carter's hand. My wife, Mrs. Kang. Marcus Reed's champagne glass shattered on the floor. Marcus Reed's father stood from his table. Uncle? What is this? Min Jae Kang addressed the room, voice calm, absolute. Everything Marcus Reed claims to have built belongs to shell companies I control. Every investor here reports to subsidiaries I own. Every permit, every contract, every dollar that passed through Marcus Reed's hands passed through my approval first. Min Jae Kang turned to Marcus Reed. You stole from the wrong woman. Danielle Moore grabbed Marcus Reed's arm. Baby, what is he talking about? Min Jae Kang continued. Marcus Reed forged financial documents. Danielle Moore's boutique operated on wire fraud. Federal investigators have been watching for 6 months. The rooftop doors opened again. Federal agents entered. Danielle Moore, you're under arrest for wire fraud and financial conspiracy. Danielle Moore screamed. This is insane. Marcus, do something. Agents handcuffed Danielle Moore while cameras flashed. Danielle Moore was escorted out sobbing, makeup running, designer dress catching on the doorframe. Marcus Reed stood frozen. Min Jae Kang stepped closer. You humiliated Nia Carter publicly. You stole her work. You emptied her accounts. You destroyed her reputation. Min Jae Kang's voice dropped lower. You were never worthy of this family. Marcus Reed fell to his knees. Uncle, please. I made mistakes. I'll fix everything. I'll apologize. Just You embarrassed our name by discarding someone valuable. In my world, that's unforgivable. Min Jae Kong looked at Marcus Reed the way someone looks at trash waiting for collection. Marcus Reed turned to Nia Carter, crawling forward. Nia, please, tell him this is a misunderstanding. We can work this out. I loved you. I made mistakes, but... Nia Carter looked down at Marcus Reed. No anger, no satisfaction, just emptiness where Marcus Reed used to matter. You were right about one thing, Marcus. Some people mistake proximity for partnership. Nia Carter turned away. Min Jae Kong placed a hand on Nia Carter's lower back, guiding Nia Carter toward the exit. Marcus Reed collapsed completely, sobbing on the floor where Nia Carter once stood labeled, assistant. Guests whispered. Cameras captured everything. Marcus Reed's father disowned Marcus Reed before leaving the venue. Outside, Atlanta's night air felt different. Nia Carter stopped at the car. Is it over? Min Jae Kong opened the door. Almost. Nia Carter rebuilt everything Marcus Reed destroyed, and made it untouchable. 6 months after the engagement party, Nia Carter stood at a press conference launching Carter Design Collective. Floor-to-ceiling windows behind Nia Carter showcased the Atlanta skyline Nia Carter now helped shape. Reporters filled the room. Ms. Carter, how does it feel to reclaim projects originally credited to Marcus Reed? Nia Carter smiled. These projects were always mine. I'm simply correcting the record. Every stolen design now carried Nia Carter's signature. Every client Marcus Reed lied to received public apologies and compensation. Marcus Reed's name was erased from buildings Marcus Reed never actually designed. Marcus Reed worked security at a Midtown hotel. Divorced from a family that disowned Marcus Reed publicly. Danielle Moore served 18 months for wire fraud. Redemption never came for people who never believed they needed it. That evening, Nia Carter returned to the penthouse where Min Jae Kong waited with someone else. A woman. Older. Familiar eyes. Mom? Renee Carter smiled through tears. Nia Carter crossed the room. Mother and daughter held each other for the first time in 15 years. You're safe now, Renee Carter whispered. Min Jae kept his promise. Renee Carter looked at Min Jae Kong. You protected her. I owed you her safety. She gave me everything else. Later, after Renee Carter left to the guest suite, Nia Carter stood with Min Jae Kong on the balcony overlooking Atlanta. Did you manipulate everything from the start? I controlled outcomes. I didn't create your talent or your strength. Nia Carter leaned against the railing. What about love? Min Jae Kong pulled Nia Carter close. That was the only thing I couldn't plan. Min Jae Kong kissed Nia Carter slowly. Deeply, like someone who understood the difference between possession and protection. You were never useless, Nia Carter. The world just needed to get out of your way. 6 months later, Carter Design Collective dominated Atlanta. Nia Carter appeared on magazine covers, speaking engagements, award ceremonies. Min Jae Kong attended every event. Never front and center, always close enough to remind Nia Carter that power shared was power multiplied. At a charity gala, Nia Carter saw Marcus Reed across the room. Working, invisible, forgotten. Marcus Reed locked eyes with Nia Carter for 1 second. Nia Carter raised her champagne glass. Marcus Reed looked away first. Nia Carter turned back to Min Jae Kong, who waited with a hand extended. Ready? Always. They walked onto the dance floor together. Equals, partners. Proof that the right person doesn't diminish you, they eliminate everyone who tried. Atlanta once felt like home to Nia Carter. Now Atlanta belonged to Nia Carter. And nobody would ever take that away again. If this story reminded you that your worth isn't defined by people who couldn't see it, share this video. If you've ever been underestimated and came back stronger, hit that like button. And if you want more stories about women who refuse to stay down, subscribe to Tales by Wave. Because power isn't loud, victory isn't revenge, strength is building something they can never touch again. See you in the next story.